Hey guys, what is going on? It is Ando, and if you're watching this video, I'm probably having my third kid at this point, but that's not what this video is about. So I just wanted to let you guys know that maybe there will be a few days where I don't post, and so that's why I wanted to get this video out. We're getting closer to GAC sign up, and just quite frankly, we were just given, a bunch of focus Datacrons. We were given an absolutely monster of a set as well. When you think about the potential impacts that it's going to have. So what I wanted to do was just show you guys some footage. Well, we'll start this off by first showing what do I have. Obviously, if I had unlimited resources, I would have unlimited clips of things that we could show you, but I don't have that. But I do have a few Datacrons that I wanted to show you guys some footage on. So that way you guys at least go in with the expectation of, hey, this is going to be really good. What's really strong this time. I hate to use the word meta because I think we're still in a kind of a attacker cron, support cron kind of that set's meta. But I will say that this set has had some really nice things. So just to give you guys again a little bit of a rundown of what I have. So I've used my first week of conquest where I just did 100s and 200s. 50s and 100s to refresh, so that way I could level up some of these crons. And again, like I said, if I had unlimited resources, I would level them all up, show you guys footage of all of it. But unfortunately, I don't have that. So what do I have? I have Maul fully unlocked, right, at level 15. I've got Darth Vader redeemed, or whatever his name is, Duel's End. There we go. At level 15. And then I also have IG90s maxed out. I also decided to take up, the Inquisitor cron. Again, reason for that is I want to show you guys, where my headspace is at. This was the awesome level 9 that we had a long time ago, right? It gives a lot of stats just to, Inquisitors as well. So pretty easy to get to the level 3 there. And then I'm starting to build out. I would like to get one of the, long text Imperial Trooper cron before GAC lock, and then obviously also a Bad Batch cron before GAC lock. If I could get a few of them, great. But I, just based off of, again, just doing the 50s and 100s, I just don't think so. But we'll see. So those are my crons, right? And I want to just kind of then show you guys some footage of what I've done in Squad Arena. So just to start this off, again, know that this is Squad Arena, so we aren't going to see a lot of the Omicrons active. This is really important for Omicron heavy teams for GAC specifically, if that's what you're going for. The Strangers team, which is this Maul Datacron. I mean, there's a lot of potential GAC stuff that's going to be happening in there. That's probably not captured here in the video. So let's just go ahead and run into the actual, FDCs here. So this first one, right? So I think this is the most, if you had to pick one, right? I think it's gonna be Strangers or, Mauls or whatever. I know a lot of people don't have Maul. But if you do have Maul, understand that the FDCs, they work at like gear 5 or something like that. So even if you've got like a Relic 2 Maul, he's very tanky, even with the relic difference and stuff like that. I will say this. All right, so we're going to kind of go into some pros and cons here. This is an amazing Datacron. This team is going to kill a lot. One of the cons, not necessarily for this team, but just for Pirate King Hondo, is it seems like he's going to have a lot of counters. So if you guys were holding on to Pirate King Hondo on defense, I don't know if you guys want to bring him on offense or just let him go for, easy banners. But I mean, you're going to see multiple FDCs here killing our good old friend Pirate King Hondo. Yeah, it just is what it is. The other con that I would say with this is we've got an opportunity cost here, right? I think a lot of people have been running Rey with Barriss cron. As you can see, I've got Barriss here. I'm not saying that she's probably necessary, but I think there's a lot that's added with her in there. So just know that's a potential there. I did not have good luck here with Ahsoka Tano, so it just again before GAC Omicrons, right? You're adding a lot of stats, you're adding a lot of abilities with the Omicron, so I would just be careful with that. I'm sure this maybe does work in GAC, but sorry, my dog's just entered in, but yeah, I didn't get this to work, so I wanted to show, hey, maybe this is a counter, maybe you bring Spectre on offense. I don't know. If someone's placing, I will say this again, just based off of how strong it is in Squad Arena, there's some defense potential here, right? I think there's good teams that it's killing without GAC Omicrons. I think with GAC Omicrons, right, there's a potential here to open this up for some aspects of exposing it on defense. I've heard Lord Vader can beat it pretty easily. But yeah, again, you're bringing something really strong off of defense. I would like to try to get something else off of that. So the next one that I did, obviously, is the dual ends Darth Vader. Listen, I think this is a pretty good one. I fought a few different strangers with varying. I always succeeded, but if we were talking about like, if hey, this is on defense. You might be getting a pretty dirty banner win here. This one was really clean, if I remember right, which is very interesting because this is actually the Relic 7 Maul, and I think the next one is a Relic 5 Maul, but it is a Relic 9 Stranger. So I think Stranger is like really the key in this whole team. That's why I think even if you do have like a Relic 2 Maul or something like that, like he's just really tanky and good. And yeah, you can see here, like I'm unloading on, even a Relic 7 one where I do usually have kind of a Relic difference here and a Datacron as well. And it's not really doing too much, but I do end up winning that one. This is I think again, a little bit of the less clean version. And again, I think this just comes down to, probably modding, and, just, I think again, this was a Relic 9 Stranger. Again, I think they end up killing Royal Guard and they end up killing Mara Jade as well. So I think this would have been a really dirty banner win, but it would have been a win regardless. And again, maybe once we see this in GAC, the Omicrons just stop this from working in general. But man, dual end Darth Vader, he does deal a lot of damage, especially on, like that AoE right there. It's insane. So I like this Datacron. Again, if I would rank the ones that I have, like I would say Maul first, I would say Darth Vader second, and then I would put IG-90 probably after that. And those are the ones that I have. Again, I can't really elaborate on the stuff that I don't have just because, I don't have it. I've been able to feel what it feels like. But yeah, again, our good friend Pirate King Hondo here, man, it's going to be a sad return for him. I think this is an attacker cron. They end up kind of jumping out really quick. But again, you have that revive. And then I think once he starts going, BT1, he just, he's pretty relentless with this Datacron. And yeah, I'll be honest, like I'm kind of button mashing because I don't really remember exactly what I'm going for here. I just remember I want kills with BT1. So maybe there's more optimized gameplay there, but yeah, this is a pretty sweet one. I will say I tried a few different teams that I thought like, hey, maybe this is going to work. Maybe, we're going to see something good with this. I was hoping to find like, a Lord Vader counter. I didn't really get something like that. So, it feels like he's still going to be a little bit of a menace here. I will say I'm showing you this here. I tried multiple times. Really, this comes down to, can you guarantee that BT1 doesn't get killed? If you can guarantee that, then all of a sudden this does seem to work. Again, without GAC Omicrons. So I just want to point that out, right? Big damage there. But if I've had it to where the opening salvo just goes right after BT1. he dies, and then all of a sudden there goes your damage, right? And then you're just watching your whole team die. So I would not say that this is a consistent one, personally, but I just wanted to put this in there. And I think this is actually the last fight, but I just wanted to kind of, again, show you, those are the fights that I have. Again, if I were to rate them, right, Maul, I'd say is number one, right? That Stranger team is going to be just kind of crazy, throwing off the meta. Number two, I would say, Duels and Darth Vader. Number three, I'm a little bit disappointed with IG-90. I would definitely, if I could go back and kind of reverse this a little bit, what I'd probably end up doing is going all in on Stranger or the Maul DC, all in on the Duels and DC as well, and then I would go build up my my Bad Batch DC and then my Imperial Remnants DC, and then I would go in back to the IG-90, because I think that one is going to be really good in TW, but again, for GC, and as we're planning for that, that's what I would end up going with. Anyways, let me know what your guys' DCs are. Let me know what were your strategy. Did you just go all of the focus Datacrons? Did you go with a little bit of both? Did you kind of focus all on the non-focused Datacrons? Let me know. I'm curious to hear what you guys' thoughts are. Again, I'm sorry if there's some breaking news that comes out within the next day or two. Probably going to be busy, kind of getting everyone back home and all that good stuff. But I am looking forward to kind of hearing your guys' thoughts, and then making some more content whenever I come back. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.